Okay.
So, Paul, you're talking about the kind of people that you work with and whatnot. You couldn't sell a package of 3 or 4 sessions.
No, more than 3 or 4 sessions.
Right, okay. So let me ask you this. What are the results when somebody works with you? So you work with like an actor or a business presenter or somebody like that, right?
Yes.
So when somebody works with you, like let's say I'm an actress, and I work with you, what are the results going to be? What are my results?
Well, it depends on what I hear when we have a sample session and we talk about what's going on. So we focus on those things so that we'll be pointing towards creating results in the areas that are specific. But mostly the results are about being more clear and more authentic and being able to tell the stories that they're telling impact their audiences in a much heightened manner.
Okay, and so you're helping them be better, like better speakers on stage, better actors in the roles they're playing, like things like that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they're going to be more clear, they're going to be more authentic, better connection with the audience, I think you said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing this down so when you see me looking down.
And the results also are I take as part of my service, which is that it's a personal thing as well. It's not just about becoming good at what they do professionally, but about being a more complete human being by being more in touch with their emotions and being able, and they're more. That's it primarily.
Okay, and in touch with their emotions. Now let me ask a clarifying question.
Mm-hmm.
I love what you said, good at what they do. So that's one component of it. When they are more clear, when they're more authentic in what they do, when they have a better connection with the audience, what's the result that they're going to experience in their life or in their world? Just some examples. I mean, it'll look different for everybody, but what's some examples?
Professionally, they would. Well, let me see. How can I express this? They would be. They're making an impact on the audience, and in terms of their work, they would be. It naturally follows that they would be in higher demand to get work and to have be paid higher wages for it.
Okay, bingo. So that is your Pleasure Island result. You're making an impact, right? Because we know that speakers and actors, like that's what they love. That's behind the heart and soul of what they do, right? Mm-hmm. We also know that they want to be in higher demand. Like when that can happen, whew, it's smooth sailing for them. They're not having to work so hard to get the next gig, right? And be paid higher amounts for what they do. Now they're working more, they're making more while working less, right? So those are the result-based statements. So when we talk about the packages, when you're presenting your packages and we're talking about, you know, here's this package so you can make a bigger impact, be in higher demand, be paid more for the gigs that you have, right? So that's where we want to put the emphasis, because people aren't going to invest in coaching with you. They're going to invest in the results. And if I'm an actor and I've been struggling and you come to me and you can say, look, here's a package, and when we spend this time together and I've got these tools to support you and you're going to make a big impact, you're going to have, you're going to be in higher demand and you're going to get paid more for every gig you do. I'm like, all right, Paul, tell me what you got.
Okay. Yeah,
you see how that works?
I hear you, of course.
Yeah.
But I'm still saying that with these kinds of people and the types of things that they are, for me to sell something like 9 sessions or 18 is like completely outrageous in my mind. You know, especially with actors being, you know, I guess I have some presupposition that they don't have a lot of money to spend.
Yeah, and that is a very careful thing that you have to monitor. And this doesn't happen just for you. This is a common thing that we see. Like if we were in an actual classroom and I had everybody raise their hand, who else has a presupposition that the person sitting across from them can't afford their services? Usually about 80% of the room would raise their hand. It's this weird thing that our mind does. It says they can't afford me, right? We buy, like for you, for actor, it's easy to buy into that starving artist mentality that this culture's created. And what I also know is I could give you a lot of examples of actors who've invested tens of thousands of dollars, real actors, real speaking professionals, to help hone their signature talk. I could give you 100 examples, and I could start rattling off those names pretty quickly. So that is what I want you to pay attention to, is like, oh, where is that coming from? How do I reframe that? And one of the reasons that we teach this package is because in the conversation, when you can put the result, the emphasis over and over again on the result, it's like, okay, let's make an impact. Let's be in higher demand. Let's make more money. That's what people are willing to invest in. People are not willing to invest in being more clear, being more authentic. They don't care about that. They would like that, but they don't. That's not ultimately their urgent gateway problem or their desire. What they want is they got to be in higher demand. They got to make more money. That's what keeps them up at night. And so when we can put the emphasis on that and relate our packages to that, it also helps us shift our paradigm. Because if you and what I know about you, Paul, is that you wouldn't even be here if you weren't good at what you did, at what you do, right? Like you just be like, oh, forget it, I'm going to give up on this. But you didn't. So you're good at what you do, and you get impact when you work with clients. And when you can, when you know that, and you can couple it with the packaging, and you can couple it with putting the emphasis on the results that you provide, and you can say, hey, actor John, you know, spend 9 sessions with me, and you're going to be in higher demand, and you're going to be making more money, and you're going to be making a big impact. And not only that, but it's also going to have a personal effect on your life as well. And now they're going to be like, oh my gosh, okay, I'll spend 9 sessions with you. I'll spend a few weeks with you.